So this is just a recap for live stream 143, I believe. And today we've had a better day, as we can see in the terms of the P&L. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. I made a lot of mistakes due to the market volatility after the CPI news. There was quite a bit of movement in the market, which means that the mistakes I made weren't punished very severely. So let's just have a look at, I suppose we'll have a look at gold, because gold was where we made most of our mistakes. So on gold, the first trade we took was a long, was it? Yes, it was a long trade. Took a long trade through here, had a stop where it was designed, stopped out, lost 37.5. Thought about not trading the instrument after that, but due to the volatility from CPI, I decided to continue trading. Got a long setup through here, went long, took profit, went long again through here. The target was all the way up here at 46.7. Fact the price came up to the 200 and was pulling back. We also had a couple of levels on the day through here. Thought with the added confluence that prices may return to the downside, so exited for not quite the entire profit. Didn't follow the rules, because the rules we implemented this month is to hold to target or stop, so didn't quite do that. So closed there for a gain after seeing price head to the upside. Put an order down to be filled, wasn't filled, so eventually FOMO'd in long. Took 1 point because I missed out on about 2 points on this move up. Then after that, we had price at the previous day's high, which was around 47.5, which is this blue line. I wasn't going to take the first candle there as price closed above the previous day's high. I thought price was continuing after this candle was going up. Went long, pretty much picked the highs. Prices came down, bearish. Originally, I was going to put my stop all the way down here, down around 38, all the way down here, but I thought that's just ridiculous. I'll be giving back too much profit, so eventually settled on a stop down at around about the 41.9s. Just watch price come down. Of course, could have probably closed earlier, especially on this move through here. Saw the bullish candles, bearish candle, held all the way down to stop, was stopped out. Saw price come back up. I believe this was a secondary entry through here. Went long, price came down, thought I would be stopped out at 40.8, closed the position for a loss, lost a further 11. So this FOMO trade cost me 35, lost a further 11 on this trade through here. Eventually, another long setup. Should have quit trading really through here after losing 46 across these two trades. Should have quit trading. After seeing price stall again at the 200 period, decided to close for break even right there on YM. We went short as per our setup. Problem is, the very first candle of the day had a very large range. Took up most of the selling volatility, but decided to follow the plan. Went short, price hovered, turned around, eventually was stopped out. Didn't really get a pullback setup. Actually did have a setup, but I was looking at other instruments for a possible reversal. Then again, that was low probability. So RTY, similar to YM, we had fairly large candle, seemed to be most affected by this 8:30 period when we had the CPI news come out. Went short as per the rules, price stalled, turned around, was stopped out, lost 33,750 there. Eventually, while I was battling away with the gold trades late in the afternoon there, all these gold trades, missed out on the true entry on this RTY, saw prices here, looked at the target being 104.4. What I did was FOMO'd in. Again, same mistake I made over here. FOMO'd in. Was eventually going to risk all the way down to 91.6. I thought, well, that's a bit ridiculous after seeing prices stall through here. Eventually got out for a loss 14.5. More recently, I thought to myself, well, price didn't come down to 91.6 and price was around the original setup area, so went long, and eventually price hit that target of the 104.4, so somewhat offset this loss here, which shouldn't have been taken because it was a FOMO trade. That's offset it. Of course, we're still losing on the instrument because of the significant loss we took earlier in the morning. ES, let's see, ES, I think ES was an okay instrument for us actually. ES went short, unlike RTY and YM. Target was hit, picked up 46.875, went for a re-entry short. Immediately the market worked against me, so I eventually took the trade off. I decided that because it wasn't actually part of the plan, I was supposed to hold to target, hold to stop. Got back in, held to stop, and lost 28.750. So lost. This is all part of one trade, but it's taken us 2 trades. Through here. Now through here, this is where I did something that wasn't part of the original plan, but it's something I've been thinking about on days where there's a lot of volatility and where there's a possible V-shaped reversal. So took that possible reversal trade here. So went long, target was hit, picked up 56.25. Took a similar trade on NQ as well, a reversal trade, which is something I'm working on. I don't have much data on it, but it actually worked out today. The volatility was there. The strong retracement, it actually worked itself out. More recently, we had a transition to a primary trade because the market turned around. And the primary trade actually hit target. So went long, picked up 35 to the upside, hit target there. Finally, NQ. We took, NQ was a mess as well. So NQ, I went short. The original target was all the way down at, I think it was down at 690. So went short, got a poor entry because we took the ES trade first. I didn't like the fact that price was hanging around, so I decided to take profits. What I wanted to do was take profits, then re-enter to go back short. Well, took profits like nearly immediately. Price sold off all the way down to target. Now, this caused me a lot of frustration, felt FOMO as price got down to target. I eventually took a FOMO trade short. The original goal was to hold all the way down to, I believe, the 580s, and that would recover what I was originally meant to pick up. Well, price came down and I took profits early again. Eventually, price went all the way down to where that target would have been. So went short again, took profits, went short again, and took profits. And very fortunately, the last trade that I took profits, I picked up 27.50. So we got picked up 18, 27.50, 49.750, and 17.750. Funnily enough, I took profit at 48.75. Prices went down to 47, and as we can see, that was low of day, and price just reversed. Now, this was a reversal trade similar to one I took on ES. Something I've been watching across the markets on volatile days with V-shaped reversals. Went long, and eventually we took profits right there, as designed, 51.570. Market transitioned to a new primary setup. The setup was actually right here down at 8957. Missed out because of the trades I was taking on gold. Eventually, I thought with FOMO, I thought, well, I've just got to get in because the prices are going to go up to that 19,025 from that 57. Got in, price got to the 910. Seems to slow down a little bit. Got out. Was hoping that I could get back in at 93. Didn't happen. Price blasted through the 19,025. Felt a lot of frustration because there was no reason for me to get out really. Price came down, saw small candle, big candle, thought we'd see a retracement, went long. That theory actually worked itself out because even though we had a retracement, I thought we could still see prices break to new highs due to the news catalyst. So went long. This was not a setup at all. This was just pure, I'm not sure what you'd call it, to be honest. But this was off thinking there'll be a retracement, but I thought, well, maybe there won't be a complete reversal as the strength of the market. So I thought this would be the retracement and the market will continue and make new highs. This wouldn't be the high of day. So that's what I thought. Of course, price could have just reversed, but went long. Eventually, target was hit, picked up a favor at 31,750, and that came out of the frustration through the trade through here that wasn't taken, and the trade through here that I didn't hold to target. So those two trades caused me to take this trade, which is a bit of a FOMO trade as well, going in line with volatility. And that was pretty much it. After that trade, I was pretty much just looking at the RTY and the ES trades. Those were the two last trades. The NQ trades that didn't pull back enough for a re-entry long. And with these trades I took through here, which weren't true setups, so I wasn't going to continue. Now let's have a look at the trade performance. Let's go. So over on the trade performance, we can see we've got quite a bit of volatility in our equity curve here. As we can see, we started out the day out in the hole, down 38. Eventually grew the account all the way up to 138. I think it was above 138 unrealized, but drew all the way down to almost flat on the day, down to 17,802. That was a huge drawdown. Eventually grew the account back to 163. 175, pull back from the 175s down to the 128s. Eventually built ourselves back up 174, and where we're going to finally end the day up at 209, 209,226. It was a very long day of trading, traded over 5 hours. It's mentally exhausting. So 209,266, as we can see, the last trade was taken about 2:24 Eastern Standard Time. And the first trade was taken not long after the open, I don't think. Oh, it was quite a bit after the open, at about 9:59 Eastern Standard Time. So that's when we started trading, and that's where we're going to end up now at 2:50. 2:58? Yeah, 2:58 Eastern Standard Time. Over on the summary, let's just have a look. So gross profits 429,681. Profit factor close to 2. Percentage profitable 86. Average loser bigger than average winner, which isn't great. Largest win bigger than largest loss, which is pretty good. And that's pretty much it. But all I'm concerned about really is this equity curve. I don't like to see things like this. I don't like to see these big drawdowns, a lot of volatility in the overall equity curve. But I suppose a positive day is a can't complain about having a positive day. And with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.